Hi Tri United families. There were a number of things I wanted to cover going into our first official week, so I thought I'd just make a video. It was quicker and should be easier to process than me writing a big long memo. First of all, we had a great preseason week last week. A number of girls were getting over a dozen girls every day to attend conditioning. They worked hard, and those who attended that are very good position to start the season out successfully. Now we start the official practices this next week. The schedule will be next week practice at Athens Monday through Friday, starting 4:30, ending at 6:30. They should be on the deck, dressed, goggles, cap, water bottle. We're ready to go right at 4:30. That's when practice will start. We'll go right at 4:30. They'll be done at 6:30. That will be every day next week at Athens, Monday through Friday. Note on the hard copy of the schedule that I gave you, that's a change. We initially said we'd have Thursday, Friday at Troy High. That is, we got kicked out of there due to synchronized swimming practice. So all 5 days next week practice will be at Athens. By the way, after next week, we're pretty much going to be at Troy High the rest of the season for both games and practices because they're closing Athens pool for maintenance. I wanted to follow up on the Remind channel. Remind is how I will communicate with you about team everything. So please make sure you're on Remind. This video will go out on Remind, so it's likely if you're watching it, you're already signed up. If you know of another parent or player who's not on Remind, please tell them about it. Please send them the link to this video, and let's get them on. I have hard copies of instructions on how to do it. I can text instructions on how to do it if someone just gets a hold of me and lets me know they're not on there. It's critical because that is, again, the only channel I will use to communicate generally to the parents. There is a important account setting that you need to set correctly. If you joined Remind after I had sent out the schedule or other important documents, you won't generally see those because they were on the channel before you were part of the channel. If you go into your account settings, there's a box you can check that will allow you to see everything in the channel, including the things that were set there before you joined. It's critical that you check that box, make that change to your account so that you can have access to things that I may have sent out before you joined. Things I did send out, including instructions on how to handle final forms. If you don't know how to do final forms, I have very basic instructions that are available there. I uploaded a document. Right now I have 16 girls who have joined final forms. That's significantly less than I think girls who are going to play. I think there's at least 10 or 12 more girls that need to join final forms. Also, as you do final forms, it will remind you to make your pay-to-pay payment that goes directly to the school. Also, you should this week pay your team fee, which is $80, which should be a check made out to Troy High School, or you can Venmo that money directly to the team. Just look for Troy United Water Polo on Venmo, or I learned I can send you a QR code that you can click. So make sure you pay that. We will order suits near the end of this week. Currently, I only have 2 girls who have ordered suits. The way that you order a suit, I have a link on Remind. Again, make sure that your setting allows you to go back and find that link, and you'll put all the information on there. We will help you size it if we need to, and then you send a check for $65 or Venmo $65 to the team, and we put in one team order. There's always a problem every year. Do we wait until we all have suits before we do the team photograph? We're not going to do that. That doesn't really work out very well. So we will have a team photograph probably early the following week, and anyone who doesn't have a suit can either borrow one, because some girls have 2, or you can wear an all black suit and we can arrange the photograph so it'll look just fine. If you are in a game before you have your game suit, wearing a simple all black suit is just fine as well. That's not uncommon for JV players, so that's an option. But do order the suit. It's $65. The suits actually come from Spain, which is why they have a long lead time. So if we order it this week, it'll come in 3 or 4 weeks down the road. So the first season, it's just, unfortunately, you don't get your suit until halfway through the season, but it should work out just fine. Also this week, we will put out a link so that you can go to the team store and order spirit wear. That will come out. tournament is next Saturday, a week from today. That's a JV tournament. All of our new players and a number of our returning players will play in that tournament. Basically, those that won't play were starting varsity players from last year and maybe first subs varsity last year. I'll let you know. If a girl has a question whether they'll play or not, then they should get a hold of me. It's a great way. This is just a quick early tournament to get everyone in the water and get them playing. And it's the same with all the teams. They'll all show up with their new girls and we'll all give it a go, see how it goes. So it's a lot of fun. Normally that tournament is a Friday and a Saturday. We can't do that this year because of the water polo state meet or synchronized swim state meet. So it is just Saturday, basically Saturday morning, because we have to be out in time for swimming lessons. So we will have an early game about 7:30 a.m. We'll have a later game around 12:30 p.m. and then we'll be done out of the pool by 1:30. So it's a quick one. We need to staff that tournament with parent volunteers. My parent volunteers staffing it allows us to keep the money that's made in the tournament, and that money goes to overnight hotel expenses and some other things. Varsity parents, even though it's a JV tournament, you definitely should volunteer because the money that we raise goes to pay for things that the varsity girls use. So it's critical to do that. New parents, it's critical that you volunteer to get you involved in the program. We can teach you how to keep score and run the scoreboard. Now's a great time to do it. Very low pressure because it's a JV tournament and they're new girls in the water, so it's okay if we make a few mistakes on the board. So really this is the time to do it. So please sign up to do that. Again, the sign up is on, the link is on Remind. Just go to Remind and find that. On to tomorrow, our team mini camp. The team mini camp, we had about 14 girls and 4 boys from the team sign up and give us a confirmation that they will be there. We're looking forward to seeing you there. If for some reason you didn't sign up or make a last minute decision to attend, you're welcome. We can handle as many as show up, so do not come because you said, oh, I didn't sign up. Please be there. If you did sign up, you definitely should be there. Bring $40 cash. That goes directly to the coaches that are coming. The coaches are extraordinary. One is the assistant varsity coach to the U of M women's water polo team, which is a powerhouse in the nation. And the other coach is his wife, Ashley. She is the head coach for the Skyline boys team, who took second in the state last year. So these are the highest quality coaches. They are going to, I want all athletes to arrive at 8:15 a.m. We'll start with dry land at 8:30. From about 9 to 10, we'll learn some defense. We're going to install the mid-28 defense, which we'll be running this year, which is similar to the defense we ran last year. From about 10 to 11:30, 11:45, we will install our new offense. Our new offense, our shoot, pass, shoot, decide offense. That will be new this year. And then from 11:45 till about noon is a quick lunch break. So please bring something you can eat simply and quickly. It's critical that you have something. And then after lunch, we're going to finish with shooting and scoring. So everything that we do this year will be based off of the things we talk about tomorrow. The terms we use for drills, the terms we use for different maneuvers, that sort of thing. It's all going to be covered tomorrow. It's really going to be a building block for success for individual athletes for the season. So I strongly, strongly encourage you to attend. Also, I want to mention, I forgot to mention this on the tournament, Jolyn Swimming Suits will be doing a trunk show that day. So if you're into Jolyn, I don't look good in Jolyn, so I won't be attending that, but bring a few bucks and you can buy a Jolyn suit, and that's a fundraiser for the team. We will make money from Jolyn on that. They're also going to be there at Friday for the synchronized swimming state meet, but if you're going to buy a suit, do not buy one Friday, because then the money goes to synchronized swim team. Buy one on Saturday. That's it. Any questions, please contact me. I'm always available. Text me, call me. You can also email me. I'll be happy to answer them. Looking forward to a great start to the season. Again, any questions, give me a call.